Welcome back. This is going to be our basic class on action. This is the last in the 4 steps to getting to your goals. So number 1 was writing out your goals, right? And then we talked about being a master of your word. So you need to actually, follow through with things that you say that you're going to do. And you can't say things don't work unless you're actually doing them. Then we talked about um, becoming a master of time, which means that you need to know how much time things are actually taking and not make assumptions about, when you say you're going to do this, about how long it's going to actually take. And then time. Okay, so these two things are pretty much interconnected, right? You say you're going to do something and you need to know how much time it's actually going to take you to do it. You won't know until you take action right here. So that's what we're going to talk about right now. So in order to take action, you need to start doing things. A super easy way that I have found to be massively effective, and a lot of other people do, is to use something called the Pomodoro Technique. So the reason why they call the Pomodoro Technique is because the inventor of it had a little tomato timer. Let's see here. Had a little tomato right here. And then on that tomato was a timer, a clock. So this is me drawing a clock. All right. Well, I'm not good at drawing. You can tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So what would happen is they would set it for 25 minutes. And that entire time, they would just focus. They would focus their work, and they would just work on one single task. Okay? This is part of the key. So, number 1, we're going to have our timer, and you can actually use the Toggle app that I talked about. Okay? So, number 1, we have our word. So, this goes about our goals. So we know what our goals are, and we say we're going to do X every day. So goals, we're going to do X, and we're going to do Y, and we're going to do Z. So these are our goals. That's number 1, X, Y, and Z. Our word is that we've made a commitment to work on X, Y, and Z every single day. We downloaded the toggle. Oh, whoops, there's no like this. TOGGL. Downloaded the toggle timer so that we're able to actually track how long we're working on X, Y, and Z, fit it into our busy schedule. And then as well, you're also tracking what you're spending all of your time on. So you should have an account for all 24 hours of the day. Like I would even track sleeping because you can know how long you're sleeping for. And then you realize, oh my goodness, I've been sleeping for 12 hours every day. I didn't even realize. Or maybe, oh, I've been sleeping for 5 hours. No wonder I'm so tired all the time. You'd be surprised the habits that you're in, because you aren't related to time. So that's number. So we got 1, we got 2, and now we've got action. This is the action phase. So in order to successfully do this, you need to commit a certain time. So you need to have a specific, super specific time of day. So let's say it's 10:39 right now here. So let's say from 11 to 12, and this time will vary because you don't actually know how long whatever it is you're about to do is going to actually take you. Let's just say give yourself an hour, give yourself 50 minutes, or even just a half hour. You really depends what it is for you. Then you want to have one specific task. Specific. So what that means is if you are trying to write a book, then your specific task would be, I want to write words on a page for 1 hour every day. It won't matter. It doesn't matter what the words are. I want to do that. Or maybe your one specific task might be, I want to outline the first chapter, but it's specific. It's like, okay, at the end of this, I will have a beginning, middle, and end of first chapter. I'll know exactly what's going to happen, and then I'll break it down, right? So one specific task, a certain amount of time, and then you want to start that timer. Okay. And there, with the Toggle app, you can set it up to go for 25 minutes, and then it'll give you a 5-minute break. It is pretty important that you take breaks. You can't just go, 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 go. It's been scientifically proven. It's better to just take a little break. See, okay. So 25 minutes, I'm gonna write for 25 minutes, and I'm gonna put all my other distractions away. I'm going to turn off my cell phone, or if you're doing something on your cell phone, if that's included in your specific task, you really need to stay dedicated to that one task. This is super important. One task at a time. Okay. And I know it's going to be overwhelming, and you're going to feel like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough time. There's so much to do. This goal is so massive. I have these really big goals. That's fine. I want you to have massive, massive goals. Your goals should be huge. Okay. But each of the tasks that help you get to the goals should be a single task at a time, and then another single task, and then another single task, and then another single task, and then another, and then another. And then all of a sudden, because you spent a specific amount of time on a specific task, and you said you were going to do it, and you actually did it, you followed through, all of a sudden your goals go from this to a giant check mark. Boom. Oh my goodness, goals accomplished. And it happens fast. It happens super duper fast. And then once you do that, this is the hard part that we'll get to a little bit later, but you got to reset goals. You got to set bigger goals. You got to set different goals. You got to reach higher. You got to reach further. But that is how you take action, is you have a specific task for a specific time of day. You set aside specific time, put it in your schedule, put it in your calendar. Boop, 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 boop. Task. You work on it for 25 minutes where you have focus, total focus. And then all of a sudden, your goals come true. So let's review the whole thing here. So I'll do another video. Okay, so go back and watch that. If you didn't catch it, make sure you're setting specific times. So we got times of day. You got your goals, so your word. So you have X, Y, and Z. These are the specific goals that you have. And you're going to say 11 a.m. is goal X. And I'm going to complete specific task related to X for 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. So what that's really going to look like is 25 minutes focus, 5-minute break, 25 minutes focus, and then another 5-minute break, and then you're done. And then what's happened is you have completed your word. You're following through with your words. So you said you were going to do X, and you did X. You set aside a specific time. You set a specific task, and you focused on it for the amount of time. And then all of a sudden, you reach your goals. Okay, so I'm going to review this whole thing again one more time in the next video. See you there.